Hello, my name is Alexandra Sagredo. Today I am going to talk about how to compare Six Sigma, Lean, and the theory of constraints. Program 1 Six Sigma, 2 Lean thinking, 3 theory of constraints, 4 comparing the three methods, 5 major obstacles to improvement. Six Sigma theory reduce variation. Studies that it with process in the reduction of variation with solve business and process problems by using statistical tools or understand the fluctuation of a process. Management can begin to predict the expected outcome of that process. The assumption is that the result of the entire process will improve by reducing the variation of multiple elements. Six Sigma application guidelines. 1. Define. Professions begin to define the process. They ask who the customers are and what their problems are. They identify factors important the customer along with the process that support those factors. They identify existing conditions along with the process elements. Six Sigma application guidelines. 2. Measure. The focus on process measurement factors are classified measurement systems and verified data is collected. Analysis. The data is analyzed, convert data into information that provides insight into the process. They include the identification of the most important and fundamental cause of the defects or problems. 4. Improved. Solutions to the problem and development and chance are mapped to the process. The results of the change in the process are seen in the measures. The company can cut if the change are a benefit or is of their change necessary. 5. Control. If the process in performing and the desired and predict level or it is brought under control. The process is monitored to ensure that unexpected changes do not occur. It is the substance part of the Six Sigma methodology. Six Sigma focus. Problem focus. Quality in improvement process investigation produces reappraisal of value added status. Some elements are modified while others are discontinued. Items are refined and improved. Errors and opportunities to make mistakes are reduced. Six Sigma conclusion. Restrict of the flow of products of service to the systems. The organization at least monitored up in the working process inventory. The organization can respond to customers' needs more quickly. the time from when the input material is paid to when profits are made is received. It is based of two main assumptions. One, people appreciate that a deeper understanding of data and data analysis can be used to produce in programs, and that graphical representation of data can provide net and different perspectives of the process, thus reducing the variation of the process, the overall performance of the organization will be improved. Leontic theory removed waste in the focus on the elimination of waste and anything that is not necessary to produce the product of service. A common measure is contact time. It often manages itself in a emphasis on flow. Leontic application guidelines. 1. Identify value. The factors that create value in the product are realized from the point of view of the internal and external customer. Value is explained in how the specific product meets the customer's needs at a specific price at the specific time. Specific products of service are evaluated on which factors add value. The determination of value can be from the perspective of the final customer or of a subsequent process. 2. Identify value stream. Activities that add value are identified. The entire sequence of activities is called a value stream. It determines if activities that do not add value of the product of service are necessary. Necessary operations are defined as a prerequisite for other value-added activities or as an essential part of the business. The necessary impact that non-value-added activities at a half of the process is minimized, and non-value-added activities are removed from the process. Improve flow. Improvement efforts are directed at making activities flow in the uninterrupted moment of the product of service talk the systems to the customer. The main flow inhibitors are canning, batching, and transport. Buffers also tip up money that can be used elsewhere in the organization and mask the effects of systems restraints and other wasted activity. 4. Allow custom pull. The custom pull the product or service to the process. The company must make the process responding to the provide the product or service only when the customer needs it, not before or after. 5. Work toward perfection is the rapid and constant attempt to eliminate work-less activity, improve flow, meet consumer delivery needs. Learning focus, flow focused. Quality is improved. The product spends less time in the process, which reduces the chance of damage or obstacles. Simplification of process results in reduction on variation. As the company looks at all the activities in the value stream, the system constraint is removed and performance is improved. Learning conclusion. People value the visual effect of flow. What is the main constraint to profitability? Many small improvements in quick systems are more beneficial than analysis. Process interaction effects with the result be refined the value streams. Involves many people in the value streams. Theory of constraints. Theory. Manage constraints. Focus on system problem and systems is the benefit as a series of independent processes. An analogy for systems in the chain, a group of independent links that work together toward the overall goal. The constraint is a weak link. The performance of the entire chain is limited with be the strength of the weak link. In manufacturing process, it focuses on the process that slow the products to the systems. Theory of constraints application guidelines. 1. Identify the constraint is identified through various methods. The amount of work could before of a process operation is a classic indicator when products are processed in batches. 2. Spread. The process is a chance or support to full capacity without major and cause the upgrades or change. The constraint is exploited. 3. Subordinated. When in constraint process is operating at its maximum capacity, the speed of other subordinated processes adjust to the speed or capacity of the constraint, subject to process with sacrifice individual productivity for the benefit of the entire system. Subordinate processes are usually found before the constraint in the value stream. 4. LF. In the result of the every system is not satisfied, but further problems are required. The company might contemplate important changes in the restriction. Changes might involve capital improvements, reorganization of their significant expenditures of the time or money. 5. Repeat. Once on the first constraint is blocked, another part to the system or chains of process becomes the next constraint. Repeat the improvement cycle. The performance of the entire system is recently be searching for the net constraint process, exploring the process subordinating and eliminating. Theory constraints focus system constraints. The memory produces positive effect on the flow time of the product or service through the systems, reducing waste in the constraint, increase performance, and improves processing time. When the constraint is prolonged, the variation is reduced and the quality is improved. It does not require a deep knowledge of data analysis of that a large number of proper understand the elements of the systems. The effort can be located with minimal labor involvement. Theory of constraints conclusion. Surprise and crisis of the most process in programs. Current processes are essential to produce the desired result. The thing of the product of service is stable. Value added workers should not need to have in the pan knowledge of this in program methodology. Organization with RHL, Stroke, and Centrals cannot evaluate this approach. Comparing the three methods. In program methodologies, begin by taking the problems of service configuration and phase, evaluating and improving the process or systems. The thing of the problem of service is very correct. The thing of the product or service is the most economic. The needs of the client are satisfied with that the thing. The current configuration of the product meets the functional requirements of the market and the customer. The management structure, super and nurture the chunks. Comparing the three methods assumptions. Sigma, the three a problem. Figures and numbers at value. The output of the systems improvement if the variation in the process is reduced. Launching element fast with improvement boosting performance. Many small improvements are better than systems analysis. The theory of constraints explained on speed and volume uses existing system problem independence. Comparing the three methods primary effect. Six Sigma uniform process output. Learning reduce flow time. Theory of constraints fast performance. Comparing the three methods secondary effects. Six Sigma less expense, fast performance, less inventory, fluctuation performance, measure for managers, improving quality. Lean thinking, less variation, uniform output, less inventory, needs account system flow, performance, measure for manager, improving quality. Theory of constraints, less inventory waste, production cost accounting, talk, performance measurement, systems improvement, quality. Comparing the three methods, criticism. Six Sigma system integration not consider process improve independent lean thinking. Statistical or system analysis not value. Theory of constraints. Minimal worked input data analysis not value. Major obstacles to improvement. They approach management theory as a second of 30 tuple. That they do not address politics, whether formal or informal. They do not address how managers are measured a reward for process improvement. They not are address the values of the organization and